another nasty man. Not to get straight.
No, let's get right into it.
Oh, Danny Hyde.
Oh,
He looked
yeah.
nasty.
What was he clapping kids?
No, but he was definitely like raping women, bro. But also, like, I didn't know he was in that Scientology shit, but I guess that's when it was happening. So I'm like, damn, that's already. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's him. And then I was reading like the article, and I was like, Scientology. I was like, oh yeah, he definitely did that shit. But they just found him guilty the other day. So
word, it's like that.
Yeah, and like several, bro. Not like two, several.
Right after the '90s show came out too, he tweaking.
Yeah, so you might have to change that. Or you might just have to drop the whole
That
thing
ain't even him saying it though.
It doesn't matter. It's associated.
Don't put that on Eric Foreman, man.
That was Ashton Kutcher that said it, though.
Yeah,
don't
you're
put
right.
that on
Ashton.
what's his name? Kelso.
Oh yeah, Michael Kelso. Oh my god.
But yeah, it's them summertime vibes outside. It's hot than a motherfucker. It's hot as 3 BBWs in a closet.
Man, you need to stop it.
It's hotter than 2 bears fucking.
I love it though. I love that heat.
Fucking.
I love feeling the sun radiating on my skin for real. That's how you ain't. That's a transfer of energy for real. I ain't gonna hold you for real. Like niggas need that vitamin D so we could glow.
Yeah,
period. Literally
I'm definitely feeling better than I ever have, man.
Hell yeah, that sun will change your whole. You know, like we spend so much time in the cold in the Midwest, man. Like when it's like this, and you actually like I know Perry didn't pull his out, but we had to pull out the AC today because like listen, it started getting critical.
I put my shit.
I got. I gotta get my shit right. It's just a little too spicy.
As soon as it's like 80 something in the crib, like it's a wrap, gang. I can't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you sweating doing nothing.
As soon as I start getting like tepid, just sitting still, like almost my mood just starts to deteriorate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I gotta sleep under a comforter for real, and like if I gotta take it off and cool down and get back under it and cool down, it's dead. I gotta put
leave
that shit
leg
out.
out. You gotta have that one leg out.
A little breeze right there on the thigh.
Damn, Jimmy, how rude of me! I didn't introduce JimmyITK.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no,
I messed it up, dude. I'm sorry.
What up, sir? In the kitchen?
I'll be laying low.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, the summertime event started, man. The Humboldt Arboreal Society, they finna be kicking it off. They got their dates out and shit. The little DJ in Humboldt Park shit.
Oh, okay. What did you call it?
That's what it's called, the Humboldt Arboreal Society.
Arboreal?
I don't know why they call it that. That motherfucker be fire. That should be fun as hell.
It definitely is fun. I just didn't know it had an actual name. Don't ask me to pronounce that ever again. I will forget when I'm actually out there in the park dancing. I'd be like,
sorry, I'm drunk. That's always the excuse I make. I stutter 2 times and be like, I'm trash. My bad.
Yeah, they doing
abracadabra.
They doing their next one on June 10th. Then they got June 24th, July 2nd, July 16th, July 30th, August 13th, September 3rd, September 17th, and October 1st. So all through the summer and shit.
That's what's up. Hell yeah. Some nice, it's free, right?
Yeah, it's free.
Some nice free fun in the park.
You know what I'm saying? Get out there.
Looking for something to do in the summertime.
Get out there and dance and shit, man. Like I remember back when gangsters used to dance and shit. Like gangsters don't do that no more, man. Motherfuckers gotta let their guard down and go out and have some fun.
Yeah, man.
Remember when the gangsters was dancing? They was cranking all that shit. Niggas used to be cranking all that shit, boy.
Oh my god.
Cranking that Batman. Niggas was cranking that.
All kinds of superheroes.
I forgot to hit you up because you guys know that Perry is the reason why I even give like Soulja Boy all his respect and shit. Even if he's a crazy ass nigga, I still have to give him all the respect because Perry has broken it down about how like relevant this nigga has been, and influential this entire time, and no one's ever given him his flowers or whatever. Yeah. But I just saw something on Twitter the other day, like not this nigga was on TikTok and he was trying to do another little dance.
Stop it.
And it literally looked like the lean back, and they were really trying to fry him. And then somebody was in the comments breaking down the years, and they're like, listen, it came out the same time as lean back, like back in the day. He's just regurgitating his own dances.
Yeah.
But then they had a picture of like that guy from Breaking Bad when he was like trapped in the back of the car, and they were like, this is Soulja Boy trying to get away from 2006 and some shit like that in 2016. Yeah. I was like, oh my god.
Niggas was cranking that Roosevelt. Niggas was hitting that
Batman, Spider-Man.
Super soaked that hoe. Yeah,
cranking that Aquaman.
I'm trying to bring back that feeling, man. Yeah. Back when niggas used to, because you remember, like hard niggas used to break dance in the 80s. Niggas just spit on their head, get up and beat your ass.
That's real. Now everyone's just too cool to move their body.
Yeah, yo. Shit, what music? Want to start off with music?
Yeah, man. Lurk just dropped their new single, Dark Humor.
I seen it. Yeah, shouts out to them. They doing their album release. They doing the album release party. Where's it at? Sub T, I believe.
Yeah.
I know it's with Turquoise is on that bitch.
We'll add it to the slide, you guys.
Yeah, it's like 2 Saturdays from now. Damn, I'm tweaking. I should have had that ready.
Yeah, hold on. I'll bring it up right now. Yeah. It's The Natural Causes EP release with Bitter. Man, they got Bitter Thoughts on there. That's hard. Demo Division, I never heard of them in Turquoise at Sub T June 24th. So go out and get your tickets for that shit.
Hell yeah.
I know we'll be in there.
Yeah, I think Turquoise drops that week too, maybe, if they don't push it back. So they should be here that next week, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hell yeah, y'all. I can't wait to talk to them niggas. I've been trying to let that nigga Ben Wilson on the pod for a long time.
I know. They're stoked. I can't wait.
Love having talented friends, man.
Yeah,
shout out to Lurk and Turquoise.
Yeah,
you guys rock,
I'm going to play that for the hot shit. I had another song pulled up, but nah, fuck that. We got to play that Lurk for the hot shit later, for real.
Facts.
I finally get around to listening to that Dirk, for real. That Dirk is hard, for real.
Is it?
I didn't listen.
All in total, like there's definitely songs in there I don't like. It's probably like 5 or 6 of them on there I don't like, but it's some hard shit on there for real. Jimmy, you heard it?
Yeah, I mean, I have negative shit to say about it personally. Just because, like, to me, it's annoying as fuck to have this like heavy intro that makes it feel like
it's not another
like you're
Dirk
about to
album.
say something, and then you just give us 20 of the same fucking thing you've been giving us for 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm just over it.
Yeah, and
like I've heard it
through that perspective.
I don't understand why we need 20 new Dirk songs 4 times a year if you're just saying the same shit.
I don't mind it though, because I do like his
I mean, it's
lyrical
good
content.
For a turn up. Like, I'm not gonna be upset if it comes on, but like, it's hard for me to dedicate energy to being like, I'm going to study this body of work.
Oh, yeah, right. True.
The way that I, like, uncontrollably dissect other shit, it never lands that way.
Yeah.
For artists like Dirk, because it's just like, I mean, not to say anything against bro, but it's just like, again, like.
No, but I feel you because
repetition.
I feel you because that's how they made it try to come off. You know what I'm saying? It was going to be like his breakthrough.
Well, yeah, like to start out that way. Like, it's weird to me to, like, make, like, a Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers, like, type interlude, and then just go to talking whatever the fuck normal-ass shit anyway.
Mm-hmm. But I do in his lyrics see, like, some stages of growth in him. I feel like it's more him reflecting than, like foreshadowing what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? Before I'd be like, I feel like he was just, especially with this rap beef shit, talking about niggas currently what's going on right now, and I feel like now he kind of looking back on it type shit.
I mean, he's definitely reflecting. Like, I feel like Dirk has kind of always been, I mean, the last few projects anyways, reflective and pensive of the like the real damage that he's both been responsible for and been a part of. You know, and that's where I see the maturity of, like, it's not just like, yeah, we're gonna slide on you. It's like, yeah, we slid on you, and like now I'm dealing with the morality, and the like that compounding my life type shit from it. You know what I mean? Of like, we were gangbanging, and it is what it is. Like, we're still about it, but like I lost my brother to this shit.
And, like, the consequences of sliding on.
So like, there's a lot of themes of that, and like obviously when you get older, you think about shit more like that. Yeah. So I think that's where I see the growth. Yeah. But just sonically, like sometimes it sounds like, damn, bro, are you like still buying beats off? Like, Sound hit or like whatever the fuck.
Sound hit.
Like, bro, like old shit.
Soundhit.net.
No, I feel you. Me, I've been studying drill since this shit came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, I didn't see any amount of niggas that Dirk, like close niggas that he didn't lost around him. You know what I'm saying? Like first, remember he was running with Rondo. Rondo got locked up.
I mean, everybody that Dirk comes.
OTF.
Like Kurt says, eventually that Rico's coming because literally everybody around, bro,
Yeah, cause Rondo got locked up forever. His cousin Newski, OTF
I hope
Newski.
not.
Newski was hard too. OTF Nunu, he died. Then his manager died.
I mean, I think people just like to theorize that it's like a conspiracy around him. But really, it's like, bro, everybody that he knows and is intertwined with is like from the streets, and that's just like
And then Vaughn,
the reality.
and then D thing. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I understand. Like he definitely going through some shit. That's why I was excited to hear it on some conceptual shit, especially with the artwork and like you said, the Alicia Keys intro. I'm thinking he finna like talk about some shit.
Well, I thought he
like,
was gonna go in. You got the J. Cole feature, so I'm like, okay.
On like some Herbo shit. I thought he was gonna come on like some Herbo shit, because Herbo be making me like feel crazy in my heart when I'm listening to
because
him.
Herbo be rapping in his own pocket, going crazy. So
His very
Herbo
own
be,
pocket.
Herbo be making up the pocket as he goes.
Yeah.
But that shit's crazy hard.
Yeah, but I'm talking about even like the context of what he be talking about. Like he be talking about some deep shit.
Yeah, you can hear not to be sounding really corny, but you can hear like the pain in Jerbo's voice though.
Yeah.
Like, and I haven't heard the new Dirk, but like I've listened to Dirk and I like hear it kind of because like a lot of this drill music, a lot of the Chicago shit, like you can hear it when they start talking about like, you know, that PTSD shit. Like my dead homies, like I've been seeing this my entire life and I'm just trying to survive. But like you can really hear that shit in Jerbo's voice. Like you can hear like the pain.
Yeah, yo.
And that I feel like just
bro, that brings me to my next topic. Is like when that Herbo came out, the Sessions EP and then the PTSD album came out, yo, I was running that shit back like crazy, yo. That was my favorite shit. Like I would literally just put that shit on repeat every time I got to work. You feel me? And like I was talking to Bailey earlier about cause like on Fridays, when Fridays come on, I literally just be trying to like go through everything and survey everything that came out and try to listen to it. But like I can't do that shit, bro. Like I have to like go back and listen to old shit for real. I can't just keep up with what's new. Because the example I was giving Bailey is like when we was coming up and shit, like niggas had they CDs, niggas had they DVDs that you had, right?
Yeah.
And your favorite one would be the one that you listen to or watch the most. You know what I'm saying? Like you got all your shit, but like, what I'm finna watch today? Ooh, shit, I'm gonna put on the Goonies. Let me just put the Goonies back on. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite movie. I'm finna watch it over and over again.
Yeah.
These days, motherfuckers don't really do that no more, I don't think. You just be caught up in like who dropped this week, what's coming out this week, and you listen to it for one round and then it be gone for real. Like
I know it's crazy. Like
it's hard for anybody to say what's their favorite shit.
Exactly. I mean, I feel like most people say like, you know, how you ask people like, what are your top 5 favorite records? And the first thing they always say is like, well, it always changes.
Exactly.
But you know, for right now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Back then, I say some shit that was 5 years old,
Yeah.
8 years old.
Yeah.
Like this is my favorite
Yeah,
CD.
and every time someone asks me that, it will always be the exact same answer.
know what I'm
saying?
hell yeah.
Yeah.
And like that's why I feel like, and because like obviously like you listen to shit like it become part of your personality and shit. And I feel like that's why everybody used to be different back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
But now it's just the same shit. Everybody listen to Dirk, every podcast. Like I didn't even really want to talk about it until because like everybody else talk about it. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
Facts for sure. Yeah, just people who don't. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird when people don't have like a music taste. They're just like, well, yeah, like it always changes
Yeah.
and blah blah blah. Like, wait, what? Like, what is your top 5 albums? Like, we're not talking about who knows about the newest shit.
Yeah.
Like, what are your top 5 favorite
just
albums?
answer
You
the
should know.
fucking question.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be like hard. Like, you should be like really set in stone on what that is. At least one. And not getting your influence from everything else that's dropping.
And
right
it's
now.
like the internet, and then there's also like elitism that comes into play too, because like people can't really like be honest about how they feel about certain music, because it's like if you say that, then someone's always got pushback for you.
For sure.
But people don't realize that it's like if I'm saying what my top 5 favorite things, clothes, music, songs, anything. That's my personal shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not about to argue with you. You know what I'm saying?
Like you don't have to like
I'll
this.
say mine, you say yours. Then we'll discuss it. That's how conversations work. You talk, then I talk.
Yeah. Exactly.
I was be like, motherfucker, say Drake, bro. That's all you listen to.
People people be afraid to say that shit.
I don't really listen. I don't really like Drake like that. Nigga, that's all you listen to.
Right,
Just
that's
say
all
Drake.
Yeah, for real. That's really what it be. And niggas be like, that's all I have. Shoot. That's all
And I'd be like,
listen to.
highly agreed, dog.
Yeah, exactly. They're just so afraid because you didn't say Drake. They're automatically going to crucify them.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I'll
you
tell
only
niggas.
listen to Drake. I know
I'll tell
everything
niggas.
about
Yeah,
you.
You should have
your
said it.
favorite
We could have had a
artist,
discussion.
That's just like who your favorite hooper, LeBron. Like you gonna say it. I hate when people be doing that.
Yes, it's giving the same shit.
But you were saying about the elitism that
Elitism,
people be having. I be feeling like that's more of it. That's like the hardcore and like punk version of just trying to listen to shit that's hot for hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
100%, yeah.
Because like hip hop niggas, they don't give a fuck. They
Yeah.
listen to what's on the radio and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like they also only gonna listen to like what's new and what everybody's saying is
Yeah.
popping. But like when you come into like guitar music, it's like
Yeah.
I only listen to post
Yeah.
sludge.
Who's your favorite hardcore band? Minor Threat.
No, see, that's how
Just
I be
say Knocked
feeling.
Loose.
Yeah, just say turnstile, man. You know you like turnstile.
And that's where I found my footing. In the grand scheme of things, that's where I found
We don't
got
got to talk about the 8 bands that influenced Turnstile.
Yeah, just go straight
I like-
to the one that you listening to, man. I'm done playing that game. I have
Exactly.
all of my friends are like OG hardcore kids. I'm done trying to figure out what was the cool thing that I need to
Yeah.
know. If they put me out to a band, I'm like, yup, I'm listening to this. This shit is 10 years old. Yup, I'm listening to
Yeah.
that shit.
Oh,
and I
God.
don't know any more or less.
Dog, at 36 years old, I've sprained too many ankles, jumped off too many stages, just
Period.
sit around and lie to you, bro.
Lie, for real. That's what niggas be doing, lying. For
Live
real.
I have been
Truth.
outside for 22 years with this shit. I am not gonna lie to you.
Hell yeah.
That shit,
period.
that's on God
Stop
for real,
it.
yo. That's really on God for real. And because a lot of this new shit just be regurgitated old shit.
Yeah,
It be
exactly.
the same shit.
Facts, for sure. People just be afraid. I don't know. I can speak on that. I don't know. Because, I mean, Nate has respect for me and he knows I don't know everything through and through. That's
Who
why.
cares?
But that's what I'm trying to explain to, like, all the other people who are afraid, like, oh, maybe I don't know A, B, C, and D about the background of all these genres and stuff like that. Neither do I. But I still have friends who know more than me. And we live in, like, happy harmony with that. Like, people aren't always here to, like, judge you because you don't know the back or like the first persons that did it. Like,
What? You like Turnstile? How could you not like Snapcase?
right, exactly.
Like,
You're
what?
like, who is that? Just like me.
Because they dropped in 89.
See, exactly.
I was 2 years old.
Yeah, you got to be out here. You got to be yourself. You got to be open to growth and being okay with not knowing everything.
But
you know?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go. It's gonna like the landscape gonna change, yo. Because like this internet shit is becoming too. It's like TV now. It's becoming too commercialized. Everything is out there. I feel like the kids eventually gonna fall away from all this internet shit.
Yeah.
Apps and shit for real.
I hope so, but I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Because like,
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath.
I think
at
about it.
all.
I think about it like this. I think about it like this because
That's
like,
optimistic as fuck.
Yeah,
for real.
good for you.
No, but listen. Back when the net
Might be kind of naive though. For
Back
real,
when the
dog.
net first came out, like when I was moving around and shit, my mama went on the net too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
I feel like I know kids is super into technology and they know shit, but like if I have a kid, like it's gonna be real hard to get a lamp profile off on me. That's gonna be real hard because my head is in the net too.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm
feel
saying?
you. I
Like
feel
in order
you,
to get
man.
shit off, you gonna have to just not be on the net.
It's just gonna become a bunch of like finstas out here. They're gonna be like, yeah, I know that this is your profile, so you better not be saying
You're
no
talking
crazy
like
shit. They're gonna be like,
specifically about kids though, like your kids.
Huh?
You said like talking about your kids.
I'm talking about like the next generation of kids. Yeah.
like them being able to get away. I was gonna say because this isn't like us getting away with like MySpace. Like that was so like you know one dimensional for us. Like the
Yeah.
kids have
'Cause I-
8,000 ways to get away
Yeah,
with
there's
shit
so
now.
there's so many ways. Like
Yeah.
I was having a conversation with like my kid's mom.
Yeah.
And she was talking about like wanting to limit the kids' YouTube, like what they had access to on YouTube, and I was like, I mean, you kind of got to be like all or nothing and just like completely
Yeah.
lock them to a child account or just tell them what you don't want them to watch and hope for the best, because like if we limit an account, like
then they're gonna do the research, baby.
Kids in fucking 2023, they know how to log out of a YouTube account.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you must.
And we also have like 5 devices over here. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to start thinking about that shit soon, boy. Your kids get old.
I'm already in their shit. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Because like my kids are grown,
like,
you know, in terms of like the way that they act, and like the internet just offers a different like. Granted, the internet is whatever you make of it, really, you know. But my kids, I like to believe I took part in teaching them to use it towards their benefit to rapidly gain knowledge, you know. So they're able to like hyper fixate on one fucking thing and then just like develop a lot in that area. So like you got to teach your kids that the internet is a tool, you know, because it's very easy to just scroll and get lost in the void.
For sure.
But if you use it as something to chase the shit that you're interested in, like, bro, you're a fucking superhero. You
know, like nowadays, like my young niggas, what they be listening to and shit, it be shit that be having like 2,000 views on it. They don't be listening. Yeah. They be listening to the low shit where they be like, oh, you gotta. It's only your audio match.
Just think about the base technology that kids now start at. You know, we had to wait to get tablets, and that shit didn't exist. And most of us came up on like dial-up internet because the fucking broadband shit didn't exist at first. Like, it was a fucking gradual process. Like, my kids' first devices were like tablets, you know?
Yeah. It's crazy.
You wanted to draw some shit in Photoshop, bitch, you better have a fucking $600 Wacom tablet, you goofy bitch.
I'm fucking
goddamn.
Now you can draw shit. Now you can draw shit with the fucking, with your finger on the phone.
Who are you talking to?
You know what I mean?
Talking crazy. You know what I mean?
I felt you on that though. Shit.
Talking crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
like, what are parental advice or parental controls now? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, Jimmy, do they have like parental controls on their thing? Because like, wouldn't they have the smart all like, or no all to get out of the parental control?
You can just dance around it.
So like devices have things like screen time control, where it, like kids, you can limit how many hours they're allowed to be on it, and then the screen will just lock them out.
Yeah.
So you can do shit like that, and then like, you know, YouTube. And like most streaming apps have some sort of content filter that you can apply to an account.
But even like when I was like, all right, spicy talk.
Right, that's what I'm getting at.
Even when I was like a kid, like my mom had like sets like those parental things on my
where I was getting
computer. But that just meant I couldn't go to like sex.com or boobs.com.
Yeah. Right. And you could still go to a fucking IP blocker and get around that shit anyways. Because that's how we were going on whatever the fuck we wanted to go on in high school. Because all of those.
Yeah, true.
But
I'm pretty.
Sex.com is crazy, by the way.
That is hilarious. I was trying to make a joke off that too. Like,
they gotta be running
bouncingbiddies.com. They'll never know.
They'll never know.
That's how you
There's definitely some boobies on there.
Not
boobies.
Not bouncing biddies.
Well, I'm more so talking about like the social media shit. Like, when I was moving around on the net when I was a kid. I'm like, it's gonna be hard. I think it's gonna be hard eventually for kids to be like making plans and like putting lounge photos up and shit.
I feel like they're just gonna end up making fake profiles. Like, they're gonna be like, oh, you know about this one, Mom.
You gotta think about it this way. As like a parent and you're like savvy to whatever, bro, there's WhatsApp, Kick. There's chat programs on every single social media platform.
Is Kick still a thing?
There's disappearing messages on Snapchat. There's fucking.
I mean, I'm already knowing all of that, but I'm sure you in their phone.
Like, you see WhatsApp that look like a calculator, and then you put in the right numbers, and then it opens up another fucking communication app. Bro, they got.
God damn.
Yeah.
So like, the only thing that you can do. Let me tell every parent out there, the only thing that you can do is be honest with your children, give them the fucking tools to survive, and hope for the goddamn best.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they're gonna be in the driver's seat, and you're not gonna fucking be there for every moment, bro.
Yep. Yep,
So the
can't
only thing
stop
that you
them.
can do is have them be ready in the moment. And the only way to do that shit is you got to figure out a way to tell them the truth about the world without terrifying them.
Hell yeah. And also communication, you know what I'm saying? If you tell them
But like,
and leave it open for communication,
You
hopefully
sugarcoat.
they'll come back to you with the questions that they may have before they end up getting
I would.
you definitely got to have an open line of communication.
Yeah, I would imagine not like getting off all of that in one like conversation, but like just over time. Yeah.
But shit, I got one more topic before we get into the break. Y'all seen that new Gunna song came out?
What?
I didn't see it because snitches don't even pop up on my timeline, man.
You got the parental control on snitches.
Yeah, I gotta fucking.
I'm fucking dead. No snitches.
Look at that lighter.
Oh my gosh.
No,
I don't know how to feel about it. Perry came in the door talking about this shit, and I was like, yeah, it's probably trash. He's like, it's the #1 song on Apple Music right now.
is.
And I think either Evan or I think Evan said it. He's like, yeah, that's because America's full of snitches. Or America loves
America's
snitches.
like America got a real big hobby for
The land of the
snitches,
tattletale.
Yeah, no, but
Our
that's
home sweet home.
that's my whole point about this shit is that like everybody, a lot of you niggas like are not street niggas, and y'all are just saying motherfuckers be like, I ain't listening to because I'm a snitch because he a snitch, nigga. You a snitch too, nigga.
Listen, I don't care about no forward, backward, behind story about what I don't know. I know how much I love Young Thug, and I know that he is still locked up and Gunna is not. And
You
that's
taking-
all I'm finna
You
ride
taking
with.
20 for
Yeah.
Thug? You taking 20 for Thug?
Wait, that's not my home. I'm trying to figure out why that nigga didn't take 20. We've had this conversation, Perry. Of course I wouldn't
'Cause
do
he
20
not
for
a
Thug
street
because
nigga.
that's not my friend.
But that's what I'm trying to
If
tell
that
you.
was my
Gunna-
friend, yeah.
Gunna
The
is not
fuck?
a street nigga. For
What
real.
Bailey is saying is that she fucks with Doug. Why is he? Why is he still in jail and Gunna is not?
And it's almost a rhetorical question, but
I don't
that's
think
how
it's-
I'm riding
I'm
through
not
this.
saying that.
I don't think it's like the snitch discussion. I don't think she's
is,
trying
yeah.
to
I'm not-
say like,
Yeah.
I don't fuck
Exactly.
with him because he told. I just like, why are you outside? And,
And
you know, my
this
guy
nigga
is
is,
not.
yeah, exactly.
I think it's
The one that I wanted.
yeah. It's a bad crap roll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause like
Snake eyes.
Let me shoot again.
I ain't watched the video and shit. I just
One
saw.
more dollar game. One more dollar game.
I just saw what everybody was putting online and shit. They say he got bars anyway. He was like, I didn't testify against the lawyers tricked me and shit like that.
Boy, if you don't
They-
damn
they-
gang, the
They
lawyers
hypnotize
tricked me
them.
into getting out again. God
You're gonna
damn it.
tattle.
Not the lawyers hypnotized him.
Yeah, yo.
You're getting snitchy.
That nigga just need to let the streets go and go link up with like Mark Ronson or something.
Wait, who is that?
What's his name?
Benny-
Calvin Harris.
Yeah,
bro.
Calvin Harris or some shit. He might as well
Taylor
go.
Swift will let him get one off. She loves
Oh, yeah.
racist. or whatever the fuck
Diplo
her
might let him
boyfriend
get
is.
one off. He might be able to get one off with Diplo or
For
some
sure.
shit. He just got to lead. You might and I think
He's got to sign the Fool's Gold for sure.
Did you hear about? You heard about like Taylor Swift's boyfriend going on a podcast and like basically like making fun of Ice Spice's like potential race combinations and then like mimicking voices that would like be from the cultures that
What?
he was theorizing.
Sounds
Sounds like
Never
a
mind.
rickety reach.
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, but
And
it sounds about
Swift's-
right.
And Taylor Swift's response was to
Oh, I see what you're
say.
saying.
Taylor Swift's response was to say nothing about it and then just put Ice Spice on a remix of one of her songs to dodge the heat. Like, yo, if that ain't the
See, that
whitest
pizza
shit that
shit.
I've ever heard of, like, not your boyfriend being openly racist and you just doing a song with the girl he
She
was
said,
doing racist shit.
I don't see color.
Taylor out here tonight.
I gotta do something quick.
Taylor out here tonight, boy. She might pop in at the party.
Taylor's wild.
Is she in Chicago?
Yeah, she in Chicago tonight. The Swifties is out, boy. They was outside at Soldier Field last night.
Is that what they're
boy.
called?
Yeah, the Swifties.
I mean,
Oh,
one thing
shit.
I'll say about Taylor is that on her tour right now, she's doing like 30, 40 full songs a night.
she like on some
God
Beyonce
damn.
shit. She white Beyonce.
That's fucking.
It's literally what she is. My mama was
Everybody needs somebody.
Hey,
my mama seen it on the news and was like, I didn't know.
Is the ticket prices aren't crazy.
They know. I ain't look at all of that shit.
I mean, they weren't in other places. I had friends that went to see the tour in Arizona, and it was only like
the
$40.
Taylor tour
I don't
or
know
the
what
B
it's called.
tour.
I just know.
Taylor tour.
I just know my mama seen it on the news. She says, she was like, I didn't know Taylor Swift was that big. I was like, yeah, she's literally white Beyonce for real.
Absolutely enormous. She's huge.
She probably outsells Beyonce, to be honest.
Probably.
Low-key. But that's what I mean. Like, it's a whole other market.
Every time Taylor Swift drops an album, it becomes the number one whatever.
All the songs.
It breaks the fucking record every single time.
You see, Gunna, you don't have to be a street nigga.
Fucking dead.
That's my whole point
Yeah,
about this shit.
Sergio.
You don't have to be a street nigga. Like, just go
This
link up,
message is for you.
link up with one of them niggas and make music because you like to make music, Gunna.
Yes.
I understand how the street life could be tantalizing, and them niggas would have money and bitches and drugs and shit, and you just wanted to be around them niggas. I understand that. But like now you done went through some shit and you not that. Just like Ja Morant.
Yeah.
You not that. So just be you, Gunna.
And just like we always say on the pod, it is so easy to be yourself.
Exactly.
It is so difficult to try to be somebody else.
You
y'all.
see right through it.
Oh my
Well,
god.
on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and play the new Lurk single.
Thank y'all for being yourselves, Lurk.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Okay.
This is dark humor by Lurk. Yes, sir. That was that new single by our homies in Lurk, man. Be on the lookout for their album. It's coming out June 16th. What's the name of the motherfucker? Oh, Natural Causes. That's hard. I like that.
Yeah, I got the record already. It's fucking sick.
Do you?
Yeah.
Shit. Well, shit. What I say was going into Elon Musk. Elon Musk got finally
Musk. There's a K. I thought you were gonna say Elon Musk.
his company Neuralink. His company Neuralink just got the FDA to allow them to start testing brain implant microchips in your
what?
head.
For what?
Why?
So I think they finna try to like start monitoring like niggas' brains and like telekinesis. I don't know, like mind control. Like I would never get a chip in my head.
Nah.
What?
I feel
So
like
they
it'd
get-
have
they
to be
put-
I'd rather just
something
wear
not
a
as
beanie
deep,
or a
bro,
hat.
because
I'm
the
sure
government
that-
have control.
I'm
over
sure that
that
it's for the purpose of the opposite, though, of your brain being able to implement change to external objects.
Yeah,
correct?
exactly. So yeah, that's probably what it's gonna be. Like, say you got a chip in your head and you got
I mean, we're gonna
and you
be
got the
fucking
Tesla.
cyborgs anyway.
I'm like, look, and you got the Tesla TV, so now I could turn the channel with just about thinking about it.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? I got a
But
Tesla, my car warm up. I'd be
Thoughts,
like,
in my mind, my intrusive thoughts would like just kill me after that point. Like I would just be sitting there and I'd be like, "Don't change the channel."
Yo, yeah, just
Or like you think about porn just a little too hard, and then the TV's like,
the TV pop on.
yo, for real. You're like, oh shit. Not during
grandma's
family
here.
time. Yeah, not during family time.
It like switches to like Everybody Loves Raymond.
It's like that episode of Black Mirror. It cuts to the footage of you cheating on your husband.
Oh my gosh.
The footage.
But yeah, yo, like when I used to watch like X-Men and shit, and like see like Professor X, like I was like, well, how could that ever happen? That makes sense to how that shit can
Very
happen now, for
simply,
real.
Really.
Like I thought it had to be magic for real, powers. But nah, like if you got some tech shit, if I got a Tesla and I got a Tesla chip in my head, I could see that it turn on my car.
The cyborg shit is gonna be gangster, bro. I mean, think about it this way: like when we figure out the neural connections, I'm gonna be able to put. You're gonna be able to put a camera in a blind person's eye, and they're gonna be able to see.
Yeah, yo, on God for
with
real.
the fucking zoom lens.
On God, and it makes sense. Like I couldn't make sense of it back in the day, like how they would do it. Now it actually makes sense for real. Like you
I
probably
mean,
could
I'm
do
just
that
waiting
shit.
for them to figure out how to port the consciousness.
Gee.
Bro, I might. Do a
They
second
already got. I
lifetime
told
for
you
it.
they already got that. They said that's gonna be here in the next 5 years.
You better
But gee,
port
I
your shit
seen
too, then.
me and Bailey was watching TV yesterday, and I seen them put. They was like an armless child, and they put robot arms on the kid, and he was riding a
Fire.
bike. It was on a commercial. They was talking about, yeah, hit your people up. The nigga was riding a bike,
Hit your people up.
and I was like, how he controlling it? He got to be able to control it to ride a bike, right?
Well, the way that a lot of those prosthetic limbs work is like literally your elbow. The nerves in your elbow is really what controls all the
Right.
flexation of your fingers. So they put a device there, and all the device needs to do is read what's happening with those tendons, and then it knows what to do with the fingers based on like some of the more primitive like artificial hands and stuff. They just turn their elbow a certain way, and it would make the hand clasp.
Oh,
like, without
true.
even any robotics.
Oh, yeah,
involved.
that makes sense for real.
They could just literally move.
Turn your hand
elbow
around and
that
the hand would
how
clap.
it worked, yeah.
Yeah, that go hard for real. And then think when you got the chip in your head too.
Yeah, I saw some shit.
You're
with
gonna be
a
able to
chip the
feel
other day.
shit. Like, you'll be able to feel like, oh,
I
this
saw
hot.
this new technology the other day. They took a guy who was injured in an accident, and he'd been a paraplegic for the last 10 years because his spine was severed from his brainstem.
God.
Damn. So they took a Bluetooth connector piece and re-bridged the connection between his brain and his spine, and Buddy's ass walks again.
Yeah, look, bro.
Damn.
Because the communication point has been bridged.
Yeah, that don't surprise me, because if you really think about this shit, all this tech shit, this microphone shit, all of this shit came from materials that was on the earth for real.
Yeah, bro.
Like, this shit ain't come out of nowhere. Like, this shit was in the earth.
Microphones are really like a pretty simple invention. It's like a vibrating metal plate.
Yeah, but I'm saying niggas done all of this shit. Niggas dug up out the ground and shaped it a certain way and put it together. Now I do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like magic, witchcraft and shit. Low key, maybe
Voila,
technology is witchcraft. Cause think about that shit. If you was in the olden days and you put two motherfucking powders together and they blew up, niggas would be like, she a witch.
But wait, aren't we talking about like real things and not magic?
But that's what I'm trying to tell you is like that's how you achieve the magic, is through the real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just finessed all this shit to work for real. This shit was already on the earth in Africa and shit. They dug up the minerals and the resources and put that bitch together. Circuit boards and shit to do magical things. Now niggas can fly. Now we got jetpacks and shit.
This is how the conversation went yesterday when Perry hit the bonk. I was like, wow, it hit the bonk one time.
No, yeah, I was talking.
He said the minerals and shit.
On God, for real. On God, what was you watching? That Spider-Man. You see that Spider-Man album? I forgot to talk about that for real.
No.
I'm
Perry
finna listen to
proceeded
that,
to ignore my text message earlier, and like, I sent him the text, right? Assume you get like the notification or whatever. Perry immediately sent me the Spider-Man soundtrack and ignored my text message. Like, just sent me the soundtrack. I'm like, what is going on, bro?
That's crazy. An unsolicited soundtrack.
Yes, dude. It didn't respond to my text, but sent me a soundtrack.
We were talking about Spider-Man Enter the Spideyverse last night, and Bailey was like, "That's is giving kid shit," and I was like, "I promise you, it's not. It's an adult animation for real."
He said because Metro Boomin is doing this.
But like the last,
I think they're doing Jordan too.
The last soundtrack was fire with Sway Lee. That song Sway Lee and Post Malone, that was fire. Sunflower.
Oh yeah, yeah. That shit is like a global.
Oh, the Spider-Man
that
soundtrack.
shit's on, but that's on Posty's album.
Yeah, but it's also the Spider-Man sound. It's actually the Spider-Man song. The video is all Spider-Man. My nigga Miles Morales for real. Hell yeah, and the new album fire. I ain't listened to the whole thing. I just listened to the single. I listened to the Sway Lee songs on there for real. You got like Sway Lee on there, Future on there, 2 Chainz on there, Coi Ray on there. Who else on there? ASAP Rocky on there. That's a hard soundtrack for real.
Yeah, I haven't listened to a soundtrack in a really long time.
I know they need to bring that shit back for real. Like, soundtracks used to be fire. Like back in the day.
It sound like you still on them, bro.
Nutty Professor soundtrack. I still listen to the Nutty Professor soundtrack.
I mean, so do I. That
there was tracks. The Bulworths.
What was that
Bulworths
Janet
soundtrack?
Jackson song?
Yeah, yo, it was some good soundtracks back in the day.
Those soundtracks were sick because they made the songs about the movie.
Yeah. And then you watch the video. You watch me and Jamal was talking about that the other day. You watch the video of the clips from the movie and shit.
Yeah, for sure. You're like, I love that part.
Motherfucking Big Mama's House soundtrack. The motherfucking Boomerang soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah. I already said Bulworth.
Batman Returns. Remember Batman Returns hit the Prince soundtrack?
Yeah.
Woo! You remember that shit? The Party Man?
I got that 12-inch.
Yeah.
Flex.
The party that, yeah.
Who is the party man?
Prince.
Oh shit.
Prince in Gotham City for real.
Oh, I do remember that. That's crazy. What a great song title.
I know, right? Shit.
Favorite superhero.
Shit, what you got for clothes, Nate?
Shit. Fucking. So y'all know that weak ass brand Sheen that does like
Sweatshops.
yeah, they do like
That do sweatshops.
yeah, exactly. They're making Jordan
The fast fashion mega hit.
super like crazy fast fashion. It's terrible, and they're doing like the Jordan 11, the Brez, but they're doing like a perfect rep, but there's no logo on it.
Yeah, I.
So it's like the Easy Drop from Adidas.
Pretty much, honestly. I got it right here.
Yeah, all right. They better quit playing with Nike. You see Nike on niggas' ass, boy.
There's no logo.
There's no logo.
It
That's
don't
how
matter what the logo is. You see Nike is on niggas' ass for it.
But I'm saying they're putting them out, and it's the same shoe, but there's no jump band
right here. Wow. The Concords.
That's crazy.
Y'all,
The Concords and the Brand.
But look, they literally have been making replicas of everything.
Nah, but it might be over with.
Like the red boot, they made the replica of the red boot.
Yeah. Nike has been coming for niggas, boy.
Yeah.
They got recently they got somebody else for real.
Bape.
They got Bape for like, they hit Bape up. It was another one they just
dropped
got
the Bape
for real.
shit though. Like,
I had put it on a list from a previous pod. I put it on there.
Yeah, it was like John Geiger and then like those other brands with like I don't know, like the lightning bolt and all that shit. You know
the lightning bolt niggas. They got somebody else too recently and hit them up, mate. And then like they like, we want to close the business. You know what I'm saying? I Shane, keep fucking with Nike, boy. Cause they not playing about their products for real. Shit.
Yeah, they sued Bape like 25 years later when they've been making the Air Force One forever.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, it's just like
they were just in a groove and they were just like, let's get them too. You know what I mean?
But some of the shit, like I never seen like a company do that shit because everybody was making reps. You know what I'm saying? Like I worked there Forever 21 for a bit. They had a rep of everything that came out, Clarks and shit, fucking Doc Martens and shit. Yeah. But like. Nike actually coming for that ass.
I feel like there's like a billion, like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know, because like I'm like a YouTube head, so like I be watching a bunch of influencers, right, and like they get sponsorships, right, and like at the beginning of that, like their little videos or whatever, they'll be like, okay, this is sponsored by whatever .ru, and I low key thought that was Russia, but like it's looking like it's still like a China website, but like it'll be for like full replicas of like all this shit, like Jordans, blah, 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 all of that. But like it's giving like there's like a billion of them. So like what, like who are they coming after though if there's a billion?
They coming for Lululemon. That's the what I saw.
But that's also like I'm talking about these little random like DH. What is the D-Gate one?
DH-Gate,
yeah.
All them, but that's just like.
But that's a replica, bro. And it would have a swoosh on it. It'll have a whole shit. The stitching will be different.
I mean, but that's just like banning from a barbershop or some shit.
But that's but that's what I'm saying. Why they can't come for Shein, bro? If they're not coming for those.
They coming for the companies for real. Like
you a why wouldn't they come for those other companies? Like DHgate.
Because it's probably even so hard to even track down who even doing that shit. The amount of shit they, like I said, that's like banning it outside of Walmart.
So you don't think there's not a million of those?
I do, but
websites that work under Shein, bro. Like what? Like that's all the same shit.
But that's what I'm trying to say. They coming for Shein.
Well, okay. So like the thing is like with the rep shit, there's a certain percentage of how much you can like rip from like an original like product or whatever. So I think I'm not like fully educated on it, but what I do know, goddamn, sorry. What I do know is like, yo, if you like. If the shipping is weak, if the stitching is weak and the colors are a little bit off and it's like a little off of like the original, then you're fine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like kind of how like sampling goes or like, like if it's like 20% different, then you're smooth. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, they just have to like do little things like the stitching has to be fucked up. Like the box has got to be like a little different. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm like, do you think that they're gonna come for Shein though? You know
no,
what I'm saying?
They don't, but they can't because of that.
Exactly.
You know
that's why I'm like, they're not gonna.
But that's why I was thinking like they could for like the Thunderbolt niggas and shit, because it wasn't active, but they did.
Yeah, true. I mean,
You know what I'm saying? That's why I thought they couldn't come at bait, because it wasn't exactly the same.
I just feel like there's a billion like respect, like a billion
I feel like there's
China
loopholes.
replica
That's the thing is,
fucking
baby,
websites.
you talking about bootlegging. You know what I'm saying?
But it's damn, bro.
No, but listen to me.
But
You talking about bootlegging. That's an underground thing. They talking about mainstream companies for real.
So in LA or it's in LA, there's like a whatever alley or whatever where you can get all the replica shit and you can buy it like as a buyer, so you can get like a bunch of them and sell them as that. Like it's giving that Shein is like a top dog of a billion people like that who have the good rep, and they just send it through Shein's website. So it's just like, I don't know. I'm like losing
But that's why they would come at Shein for real, for like letting that happen.
Why wouldn't they come at all of the other guys too to stop all of their websites?
No, they just cutting it off at the source. They just cutting that off, so they cut everything else.
But the source would be the little
not the
guy,
source,
though.
but like where they cutting off Shein, so they cutting off everybody else associated with
They're
them.
definitely giving them storefronts.
So they could just hit
They're
one
giving them
and hit them all.
storefronts in LA too. I was shocked on this too. Like Shein is just like a bunch of fast fashion, whatever. Yeah, dude, they definitely have like again, I'm learning all this through YouTube, through like these influencers. They're like, oh, I got invited to this like Shein party, and it's like for openings, like openings of a fucking storefront in LA, and I'm like, wait, they're opening up a fucking like tangible ass fucking
They should
store
throw the
of this
Shein
shit.
party like in a Family Dollar. Or
not a Dollar General or a Dollar Tree Family Dollar.
That's how LA be though. Like
That's the one.
It really do be like that. I didn't know that they had a Fashion Nova store until me and Perry walked past that motherfucker in real life.
LA
They should
be
start
like
connecting them with
a Dolls Kill store too. I'm like,
they used to do like the Taco Bell KFC collabs or whatever.
yeah, but like you walk down Fairfax, and it just be like every website you thought was just a website got a store.
I was like, Dolls Kill. I thought that literally is a website.
I was like, Joy Rich?
The storefront is crazy.
Oh my gosh, they have employees and shit and racks of clothes. I'm like,
What the fuck?
Employees are going to parties like bragging about their job and shit.
oh my gosh. They're like, oh, you didn't know that we had a
Did you
storefront, did
imagine
you?
fighting to get a job at Shein?
No, for real. Imagine putting it on your resume.
If they didn't call me back, I'd be salty.
For real, this $2
I mean, how could they? There's like a
sweater
million
making
fucking
company
people,
didn't call
gang.
me back.
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
This shit is fucking crazy.
They exposed AJ from 106 in Park this week.
I'm actually so sad.
AJ from 106 in Park. If everybody remember, it was my favorite after school top 10 videos. You know what I'm saying? The nigga AJ always had long hair though. I always thought AJ had hair.
So for the people who don't, you got to give them more context.
Yeah, no,
like
I'm building-
106 in Park, if you don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'm building up. That's what I'm saying. My favorite top 10 on BET. Top 10 videos right when you get home from
It
school.
was giving TLC for black kids.
TRL.
Or TRL, sorry.
It was literally black TRL for real. Free, fat.
So, you know, like a guy and a girl, and then they'd be like, these are the top songs. And it's like the little crowd
But
in the back, like,
They exposed AJ for getting a lace front installed this whole time. This whole 20 years, I thought that was his hair.
So did I.
They leaked a video of him like back in the day.
Who made that video?
No.
Yeah, he was definitely. It wasn't even.
And why put it out?
It wasn't
That's
some
weird.
sly shit either. It had to be like a thing that they cut because like not MTV,
Somebody was just going
but like
through-
these doing the top whatever of music or whatever. They would do the behind the scenes of these people while they're getting ready because he was definitely looking in the camera. He wasn't saying anything. It was obviously footage that they chopped from some part. Like maybe we shouldn't expose this, but like now it's coming out.
Somebody was going through the video and was like, holy shit.
And it's definitely
Who's
just not
thinking
a
about
big
AJ
deal.
in 2023? That's fucked up.
It's just not a big deal, but it's just like the way it's just like, damn. I mean, I feel the same way that I feel like when I found out that Steve Harvey's hair wasn't real. I'm like, Mr. Hightower, that wasn't your fro. That was a hat.
The thing
a
about
beanie.
Yo, dead ass.
The thing about men putting hair in their hair is like a thing now. Like back then I would just assume that no one did that shit.
Yeah.
I never heard about it. Nobody
Yeah.
putting hair in their hair back in what? That had to be like 2003.
Because it was definitely like for the ladies, it was definitely what I saw. Because Barry said that it looks like they took the video down, but what it looked like was like he was getting like a sew-in of dreadlocks or something like that, like something like that. Like he had a haircut, a regular haircut, and they put like long ass dreadlocks on this man's hair. Like no one ever cared about his hair. It was always tied back, and we were just like, oh yeah, this is like a nigga with long dreadlocks. But like to know that they're not even real, I was like, that's just strange. Like they like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like they wanted it to look a certain way. Like the producers or whoever like made that, they wanted it to look a certain way. Like, oh, it's BET. The girl
like,
is gonna look like this. We need a guy with long ass dreadlocks. Like this is our vision. You
I was
know?
like Jimmy Butler last year. When he had those crazy
I was
ass
say now
wig.
motherfuckers don't give a fuck no more. Ever since I think Fetty Wap put them dreads in his hair. After that, it was out of here.
Yep,
and that's
he was
why I
probably
don't.
the first.
That's why I don't be comparing my hair to none of these other niggas' hair because like y'all
And it's
be
fine. Get that shit
Yeah,
off.
if you got the brand
I'm a
to get it
girl.
in,
I be
get it
doing all
in.
kinds of shit to my
No,
hair.
I
I don't
feel
get
it.
no fucks.
But
But
before I be like, damn, why my shit don't be thick like that? No, these niggas get hair in their hair for real.
But
I'll
see?
definitely see rappers and be like, man, I've been growing my dreads for a long time. How are they as long as mine?
For real, they come from nowhere.
Yeah,
It's like,
motherfucker.
What oil do I need?
But see, that's when they get the sponsorship,
I
and
need
that's
progress.
the scam. They get the sponsorship for the dread growing oil, and then the next motherfucker's like, I need to get this so I can get my shit popping.
Yeah,
Whole
yo, it's like
hair in
the
there.
Beijing shit too.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
there's really no way to call it. Like, I mean, like women do it.
Exactly.
And, like,
I definitely
mean,
don't
but-
give a fuck. It's
but
just funny because guys will call it out before girls do because guys always felt self-conscious about that shit. And they
But-
always felt like they had some kind of power to talk to a girl
Crazy,
about their
yeah.
hair because if it was a wig, like, oh,
bald
my
head,
shit is
yeah, that bullshit,
exactly,
yeah.
Horse
exactly.
hair.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Bald headed. That's the funniest thing.
Full circle.
I
Niggas be
definitely-
getting beard wigs. Like,
Niggas be painting they shit in and shit.
Oh, itchy.
Jalen Rose, like Jalen Rose switched up his hairpiece for the finals. He got twisted out.
oh, yeah. Do you want to go into sports?
Yeah, might as well go to sports and end it out.
I always
yo.
make fun of Jalen Rose while we're all sitting in front of microphones, and ours aren't that kind. But everyone in this room like has been around people making music. You know the microphone with the little foamy top. That's exactly what this nigga Jalen Rose's hair looks like because he has all that Beijing in his hair. And if you
Yeah.
don't know what Beijing is, it's what people use to like make their shit dark and like
Fill
look
it
like
in.
it's full. So like when
It's like
niggas get the
graffiti.
lining,
Paint.
yeah, it's like graffiti for your lining. So when you wonder why that shit is so crisp,
Quick little
that's
throw
because
up.
that edge was drawn on.
It's fucking
Like,
it's fucking black spray
so
paint.
it's
for
black
real.
as fuck. It doesn't
Jet
even look
black.
like
Krylon.
1B. It's jet black. Yeah, Krylon for real. It's giving plastic black. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, but it was
Asphalt.
there was a lot of shit going on in
I
the
did some
NBA.
I did some matte black dreads for real this summer.
Yo, that'd be kind of fire for real.
There was a lot of shit going on in the NBA this week. Before we even talk about
Oh,
the
yeah.
finals, I guess the first thing I'm talking about the coaches. Hella coaches in Switch this week. Every coach that like had a disappointing playoffs has gotten fired. Boy, the Bucks coach fired. The Suns coach
Outta
fired.
here.
Doc Rivers fired.
Damn.
Nick Nurse fired. You know what I'm saying?
They fired Doc Rivers.
Jason
Yeah,
Kidd,
yeah.
please get fired.
Yeah, I'm like, why we ain't fired Billy Donovan yet? But they making moves. So like the Suns coach Monty Williams, he went to Detroit this week. And then Nick Nurse, the old coach, they got fired for Toronto, filled in for Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers in limbo. And yeah, teams ain't playing no more. Like they putting it on the coach for real. Like all of those teams that lost their coach like should have been deeper in the playoffs for real. Like there was no reason the Bucks should have been out. You know what I'm saying? First round.
Remember when
There-
I was asking you about the
Yeah.
coaches? Like, do they
Yeah.
understand the basketball?
For real,
Or-
Cassie. Or even like Phoenix. Like, there's no way Phoenix should have lost that shit. They had Kevin Durant and
Yeah.
Devin Booker and Chris Paul. There's no way they should have lost that shit for real.
But see, I thought it was separate. That's why I was really asking you when I was asking you if coaches really understand this basketball shit,
do,
or
though.
are they
They do.
just getting the job off of like, you know, whatever,
Because-
like the resume, and then like the athlete is supposed to make sure that you
they
guys are
really
winning.
No, because-
the fucking
There's a
shit.
lot of coaches though. It's not like there's a head coach, but there's also like basically there's just like departments.
But like the departments report to the like Like they see something in the defense, he gonna come tell the coach. And then the coach gonna tell motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's like a chef and the cooks and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like when you gotta like make changes and shit like to the defense and shit. Like, oh, we need to be playing a zone defense now because they doing this. Or taking niggas in and out the game and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of shit that good coaching, man. And they're like, yeah, we need a new coach. That's all I know. The Bulls need a new coach, bro. We fucking suck. That nigga Billy Donovan be tweaking. And then also in NBA is Adam Silver. It actually happened today. Adam Silver came out and was like, we have reached a decision on what we doing with Ja Morant.
Oh, really? Damn, I did not see that.
Drum roll.
Oh.
Yeah. But we not telling y'all until the finals is over. He said it wouldn't be fair to the men that are in the finals playing ball right now for the attention to be taken off of them. So they gonna wait till the finals is over, then they gonna announce his punishment for
I guess I feel that because like whatever, because he is like being an idiot. So like who cares? You know what I'm saying? It's just like ooh, we want to know, but like who gives a fuck? Because like you're fucking it up, and that's really what it is at the beginning of it. But it's just like it's like it's a whole thing. Like ooh, like
like a whole
press
scandal.
and shit. Yeah, exactly.
That's one thing
That's
that
the word I was
sports
looking
hate.
for.
Sports hate a scandal for
Absolutely.
real.
Just play the fucking game.
I mean, I'm
goddammit.
definitely not like twiddling my thumbs, like waiting on the answer. I don't care. Like,
Yeah,
I
can definitely wait until afterwards. I am wondering what's going to happen because, like, listen, bro, like
if I
they
was
gave
in
you
the-
a second
I'm gonna forget
chance.
by tomorrow for real.
If I was in the
Deadass.
West, if I was you, Nate, I would be worried about it. I would be thinking about it because y'all in the West, y'all directly competing with them. I actually don't give a fuck for it because that shit don't have nothing to do with what the Bulls do.
Nah, we got them. It's all good.
No.
I don't know, man.
Man, stop it.
Well, what's up with these past few games, bro? I don't know. What the past few games that we've been
Hold on,
watching.
before I get into the finals, the last thing is sports is Skip and Shannon is over with for real.
Oh yeah.
Skip and Shannon got a divorce for real.
Weren't they just hating each other the whole time though?
She's
Like,
a real life bitch though.
Yeah.
A real
Hey, that
life
clip.
bitch.
I sent Perry a clip this week of Charles Barkley talking about if he knew he was gonna die, he just would want to get Skip alone in a room and
beat the-
murder him.
He literally said the words murder.
He
I like
said,
Charles.
he said,
I just want to beat
he
the
said,
shit.
I'd literally just like to get him alone in a room one time and beat him like a dog.
I'm fucking dead, yo. Oh my god.
Not run the fade, straight up murder.
So, for those who don't know,
Death by fist.
For those who don't know, Skip and Shannon is the daily sports in the morning on Fox Sports Net. I watch that shit all the time. Shannon Sharp from the Denver Broncos and Skip Bayless. He was a reporter for the Sun-Times back when the Bulls was like popping and shit.
Do they sit at the same table?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, they sit at the same table.
It's a big ass table. Huh?
Yeah.
They have a show called
big ass
Undisputed.
island.
Yeah.
The show's called Undisputed, and all they do is argue.
Yeah.
Skip, come on, Skip.
I love that shit. It's
He's
the
the
funniest
number.
shit in the
So
world.
Skip is the #1 LeBron hater.
Yeah, in the
For
world.
I'm fucking dead.
For sure.
In the world.
Put that on wax for real.
Yeah.
And Luca hater too.
Yeah,
But it doesn't even really matter.
So he
He's
hates
like,
He
all
love the
good.
Cowboys.
It really
though.
matters.
He is
But he
a real
love the
life
Cowboys
bitch.
though.
Hey, remember when that football game just happened and Buddy's ass died on the field?
That's
2
what I was gonna
times?
say. That's what
Skip's ass
sparked
was
it.
like, oh, so we really stopped playoff games for this little
Yeah,
ass
so
shit now?
that's what sparked the whole thing for real. Like that's when everything started when that happened. Because like you said, Skip
Yeah.
was like, "We finna stop the game." Get back. He tweeted out Shannon, like especially Shannon being a athlete, actually being a nigga that was in the league. He like, bro, this nigga dad on the field. Like ain't no
Super
game.
insensitive.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no game. Like we gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's a person's life, and Skip just talking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Idiots. But
So
it
like,
shows
but
people's true
on that,
colors, man.
when that happened, like Shannon didn't show up to work the next day. Like, it was just Skip on the show. Like didn't nobody know what to do or whatever. The next day he came back and like bitched him out for real, all crazy on the show because the show live. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh
like,
my gosh.
he was heated.
he was heated for real. And then the short,
Hey, if Shannon Sharp ever put hands on that man,
he'll crush him. Literally like, oh God, for real.
Who did he beef with at the NBA game?
Dylan Brooks, the same nigga
Damn,
LeBron.
he almost fucked Dylan Brooks
he almost
up.
fucked Dylan Brooks up, bro. That's
Yo,
Shannon Sharp. I don't care how
Sharp
old he is.
built different. Bro.
Yeah, yo, that nigga will fuck you up for real.
When you
up a
got a
Oh,
blue
Shannon Sharp.
Both
when you
of
got a
them.
blue floral knitted sweater on, and I can tell how crazy.
I feel
Yeah,
like I
he
know
be
what
in
they
them
look
Super
like.
brolic.
Yeah, like bro.
He be in them motherfucking tight ass suits and shit.
I feel like I know exactly what you're talking about. I just have to see what they look like because this would be way
Shannon
funny.
Sharp.
Wait, show me both of them together. Not this nigga with his shirt off in the
Who's
bathroom.
the first one?
Yeah, what did you show her? I didn't see it.
I just
What?
typed that shit. I was like, look at this nigga swole as hell. He'd beat the fuck out
What's he
of
doing?
shit.
Get ready with me? Like, why?
He be
is
doing
he-
workout shit. He be doing workout shit on his IG and shit.
GRWM.
All right, okay.
Come on, Skip.
First of all, I didn't know that they were two different races. So who is the one who's the asshole?
Skip Bayless, the white dude. He's actually Rick Bayless's brother, the nigga from that be making the chips, the Frontier chips.
He makes that's
he's
his
like-
restaurant.
Yeah, that's his shit.
Did they used to be
Damn,
friends?
that's crazy. That's all you're gonna give, bro?
Damn, you gave him the chips. That's funny. As
That's
shit.
all. I fuck with the live chips, the hint of live chips.
Did they used to be friends?
They was cool and talk about sports, and then
Jimmy,
it was-
already
Just
know
giving
you-
like that it would be an argument at one point in time. Like
I mean,
at some point in time, like
The
we
show-
weren't going to agree on
the
whatever
show-
the fuck
No,
we
they
was
don't
talking
agree
about.
on. They would be
And-
smooth talking about like football shit, but like basketball shit, like no.
no, and then they also got into it because the second time, this was a couple weeks after the whole
like listening to
On the
Skip, you
field
would think
shit.
that like
but
if you listen to Skip, you would not only think that like LeBron was out of the GOAT conversation, you'd think that like he's damn near the worst hooper in the
Of all
game.
time.
he be calling him Lee Gone after he get out the playoffs.
Yeah.
But
That's hard.
right after that, oh yeah, and then he be calling Russell Westbrook. That's
then he
funny
went-
as hell.
Wow.
He went on a whole tweet spree.
I love when
where
they freak the names like that. It's funny.
remember when
as
he
hell.
was like, "I'm up at 4 a.m. LeBron's not up yet." Like, gang, stop.
But look,
Let that
shortly,
shit go.
listen, shortly after
Hit him with
that,
a wake-up call then.
shortly after that last incident, they got into it again because Skip loves Tom Brady and shit, and like he was talking about Tom Brady and like belittling Shannon Sharp on the show, and Shannon Sharp was like, I got Super Bowls. They're like, don't talk to me like I'm
In the Hall
just
of
one of these.
Fame,
I'm
yeah.
in the Hall of Fame, and he was talking to him like Tom Brady was.
Shannon Sharp is a bitch for real, bro.
Nah, Shannon went off on him, but that's why Shannon eventually this week he got his buyout of the
Or, sorry,
contract.
I don't know why I said Shannon. I meant to say Skip.
He got a buyout. He got a buyout on his contract, and yeah, after the NBA Finals, he out of here for real. No more undisputed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Good riddance. Who cares?
Yeah,
I
for
watch
real.
that show every morning. I'm
mean-
sorry.
I mean, like,
There will be another one.
That-
I mean, I just got to go back
like
to
honestly,
Stephen
like
A.
to me, like Skip's lount points is what makes the show watchable because like it's
See?
just Shannon trying to like.
It is very entertaining.
It's
hilarious.
giving that they
Nah,
set it up
it's
like
just
that.
Shannon.
It's,
It's literally
looking
just-
like they both
Because they're
would have
just
different.
arguing, you know what
It's
I mean?
literally Shannon just being funny as hell. Like this bull jive, like bull jive.
Oh yeah, Bullseye is a good one.
But it's
It's-
also his bad Skip's bad takes that are like.
But he
hilarious.
needs to make
Like,
those bad takes to get Shannon to be
But
funny as hell.
that's
He's like the- he's
why
like the
that shit
heel.
was- they,
He is the heel.
They're characters.
Exactly.
He
He's
is the heel. It's so it works so
They
good.
set that up like that.
And I'm sorry that it's over with, but I already know Shannon already got his own podcast, Club Shay Shay. He already got a bunch of shit. Club Shay Shay be fired. They be having fire guests on Club Shay Shay. And I already know he gonna move on to other things. Cameron and Mace was telling him to come on today's show.
Shit is funny as hell.
It's just-
to tell us
Like,
to
my
come
thing-
on their show.
My thing with dudes like Skip, it's like it's irritating to hear a dude talk so confidently negatively about one when they have no skill set.
Yeah.
Right. 'Cause
Well,
what is that guy? What did he do?
he was
Skip?
he was a
He
reporter
was just a reporter
for the
Oh.
Sun Times when the
Oh,
Bulls.
yeah.
This is the general.
And he covered the
background on-
Cowboys too. He covered the
Yeah.
Cowboys for a long
Oh,
time.
General
but never
background on
played
He,
the
was sport- he
game.
never actually
Look,
played, but he was a sports
He
journalist.
was like the guy covering Jordan.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
So because of that, to him, no one will ever be able to even be in the conversation.
I mean,
of
he-
being the GOAT.
I mean, he's right
except
about
for
that,
Jordan.
but he is right about that shit for real. But
I mean, but like his perspective on it is not like a.
he be disrespecting LeBron. He definitely be disrespecting.
You also have to be able to play
he
the
just-
fucking
his-
game of
he
basketball.
No.
disrespects everybody.
Well, look, Bailey. Let me tell you something about basketball. Yes, at some point, like I'm sure he did play the game of basketball. Like like sometimes that's true, but like for the most part, like you can just know the game for real. Cause you think about it, like all of these kids playing the game, they in between what 20 years old, 30 years old and shit. Like I didn't see more basketball. Not my basketball IQ higher than a lot of these niggas playing just because they haven't been watching it as long as me.
Right.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing when you apply that concept to fast twitch muscle memory.
Exactly.
But I'm not talking about playing. I'm talking about
theorize that shit. But us being in the pressure and coming down.
I understand that. I understand that. But like he do got a place to talk about what he talking about because he know what he talking about. I've been watching the game. I can tell you how the defense is breaking up. I can tell you why they gonna lose because I've seen this shit for 30 years.
Sure.
But if you never played, because
he definitely probably.
I'm just speaking specifically
like,
into the way of how he's like degradation.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying to Bailey's point. It's just like Stephen A. Stephen A. never played, but like if you watch the game, you can understand the game. Like I didn't play because I wasn't tall. You know what I'm saying?
That's like crazy to be like I read the book.
No, it's not read the book. That's why I could call Zach LaVine stupid when I call him stupid because
you can like and appreciate literature.
But Bailey, everybody played high school. We thought everybody played in high school when we was young and shit. But you talking about pros, you don't have to play in the pros to be able to break down what's going on in the pros. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got
not like that. That. I wanted to know if Skip played more than just I guess like high school ball. Like I wanted you to tell me about he used to play for such and such, not just being like a reporter, because it's giving you just read the book on basketball instead of actually playing a part.
But read the book could just be I've been watching basketball for 30 years. Like I said, my basketball IQ is higher than a lot of these players that's out there right now.
Because you read the book and you also played the game.
I played in high school. Everybody played in high school.
I feel you still want a ball right now. I'm just saying, like when Skip was younger, I don't know. It's not giving that he was in the world of basketball like that besides being a reporter.
I'm sure he played.
Like again, if you're just gonna read the words of basketball, I don't know.
But shit, I gotta hurry up and get up out of here though. We running late. Nuggets in 6, I'm gonna say. Because it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Jimmy.
Those past few games are trash. I might not even watch anymore.
I mean, it's only been one game.
Wait, the game before that was worse. The game before that was also bad.
That was with Boston?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that one wasn't that bad.
I literally watched
the one on my birth. I mean, the one last Saturday was fucking crazy. Y'all was talking, bro. He had 0.3 seconds on the clock and scored a witted basket to go to game 7. That shit was fucking crazy. I ain't seen too much shit
you already
like that.
know, man. It's here, right here, live, direct on the west side of Chicago. Perry's sports podcast. Facebook. Just kidding.
All right, y'all. I gotta go perform, so we gotta get up out of here.
Hell yeah! Thank you guys so much again. 202, right?
Yeah, 202.
Face Value Podcast.